Amazon, where the breath of the earth is born between darkness and life. The largest rainforest on the planet, where every step can touch pristine beauty. Or imminent death. Beneath the dense canopy are millions of species never named by humans rivers that swallow light and indigenous tribes that have survived here for thousands of years. Without electricity, without technology, relying only on instinct. Footsteps move deep into the heart of the Amazon, one of the densest and harshest jungles on the planet. This is not only the largest tropical rainforest in the world, but also a convergence point of countless predators, diseases, and invisible threats. The objective of the journey is to track down traces of a person who has chosen to live completely isolated from modern society, existing amid the encirclement of the ancient forest and wild beasts. The challenge is set within a 24-hour time frame, finding food independently, building shelter from nothing, enduring humid weather, insects, and ever-present dangers. No amenities, no communication network, no easy way out. Every step is a test of physical strength, mental endurance, and survival instinct. This journey is not only meant to test the limits of modern humans when placed in a primitive environment, but also to observe and learn how an indigenous person can live alone in adversity without technology, without support, relying solely on inherited knowledge and an understanding of nature. Reaching the edge of the forest alone is already a long journey. From a large city along the riverbank, the final communications with the outside world are sent because shortly afterward, all signals will disappear for at least 2 days. The feeling of stepping out of civilization is like cutting an invisible cord, only to be pulled into a completely different world. The companion is a familiar figure to the ancient forest. A middle-aged man who has spent decades guiding those who wish to reach the Amazon. A small motorboat glides across the water for many hours, carrying the group deep into the tangled river network. The farther it goes, the sparser human traces become, leaving only dense forest, heavy humid air, and the constant sound of insects. When leaving the boat and stepping into the forest, it feels as though crossing an invisible gate. The space changes completely. Light is blocked by the canopy, temperature rises, the air thickens. The Amazon does not welcome, nor does it repel. It simply exists in its own way. The river flowing past is not an ordinary river. This is a place that once appeared in famous films about giant anacondas, and it is also a location where numerous wildlife attacks have been recorded. The calm surface conceals beneath it a world full of risks where crocodiles, water boas, and countless other creatures coexist. The people on the boat are introduced through glances, gestures, and their roles in the journey. An experienced boat operator, a silent figure wearing a wide-brimmed hat. The man who connected the group with the individual living deep in the forest. Without many words, their coordination is shown through every movement. As the boat drifts along the vast river, a surreal feeling takes over. No villages, no houses, only water, forest, and sky. This is a world where humans are merely temporary guests. Along both riverbanks, small movements constantly appear. Small troops of monkeys leaping between branches, slender snakes sliding quickly across the leaf litter, white birds circling overhead. Each image makes the heart beat faster because any creature could be a sign of imminent danger. At times, a massive body rises above the water's surface and then disappears just as quickly. The presence of crocodiles and water boas directly beneath the boat does not need to be mentioned too often because everyone understands what that implies. A brief moment of panic occurs when a strange insect appears on someone's head, forcing the entire group to stop for a few tense seconds. Hours pass on the boat. Fatigue gradually gives way to a strange sense of calm. In the Amazon rainforest, once the presence of nature is accepted, the mind slowly becomes tranquil, as if meditating amid the wild world. The journey is not entirely smooth. A large fallen tree blocking the river forces the group to turn back and find another route. On land, the humidity and heat become more oppressive. Long-sleeved clothing covers the body to avoid insects, yet sweat continues to pour endlessly. The vegetation here is introduced as lowland forest, an area frequently visited by large predators. Giant water lilies and towering trees decades old appear as evidence of the Amazon's enduring vitality. Every step feels like sinking deeper into a primordial world that has never been tamed. As the group moves through the dense forest floor, a figure suddenly emerges from the jungle. The man steps out quietly, as if he were part of the surrounding landscape. There is no noise, no elaborate greeting ritual, only observing eyes and a calm presence. The meeting is guided by the connector with a clear purpose to learn about survival methods and the life of a person who has chosen to leave society behind. This man living in isolation belongs to a small indigenous community. People who have adapted to the ancient forest across many generations. Without hesitation, the man signals for the group to prepare for hunting. The hunt takes place in silence. The indigenous man moves with certainty, his eyes quickly scanning even the smallest signs on the ground. Every step has a purpose. Traces that outsiders would struggle to notice. Animal droppings' faint footprints are crucial clues to him. At times, the entire group stops in front of a sign on the ground. It is not something meaningless, but evidence left by a large animal. Tension rises upon realizing that this could be an active area of the most dangerous predators in the ancient forest. The hunt is unsuccessful. A missed shot opportunity, the troop of monkeys disappears into the canopy. The man remains calm. To him, failure is part of life. The forest always has food if one knows how to wait. The group then shifts to trying to fish from a handmade boat. The water appears calm, but is far from easy. While waiting, stories about water boas emerge as a reminder that this place is never completely safe. Heavy rain, high humidity, dense mosquitoes. Dozens of bites appear despite careful coverage. That is when it becomes clear that life in the forest is far harsher than initially imagined. The forest is not only a hunting ground, but also a vast natural pharmacy. The indigenous man points out plants that can be used as natural antibiotics, even helping to treat serious illnesses. One bitter-tasting plant is tested the flavor unfamiliar but safe. After many hours of movement fatigue begins to show clearly. Another plant is introduced as the milk of the forest. Milky white sap flows out and can be drunk directly. The unexpectedly sweet, cool taste carrying a delicate flavor similar to lychee and pleasantly refreshing becomes one of the most memorable experiences. Other forest fruits are harvested and tasted. Each carries its own unique flavor, proving that the ancient forest can sustain human life if one knows how to harvest it properly. The Amazon. The green lungs of the planet stretches across 8 South American countries, is the largest rainforest on Earth, and is home to more than 3 million species, along with indigenous communities that have lived in harmony for thousands of years. This river system provides a vast amount of fresh water and oxygen to the globe. However, destruction is occurring at an alarming rate. Every passing minute, a portion of forest is cut down, bringing with it massive emissions and irreversible ecosystem loss. communities that depend on the forest are also directly threatened. Retelling stories from the ancient forest is not merely a journey of exploration, but also a call to protect one of the last remaining treasures of the earth. A shelter is quickly set up within 20 minutes, providing a sense of safety in the depths of the forest. As darkness falls, human psychology seems to shift, becoming more sensitive to every surrounding sound. The mosquito net becomes a life-saving item against dangerous diseases. Beside the flickering fire, grilled fish is prepared, while mosquito bites on the forehead are soothed with salt water. The indigenous man suddenly returns with a giant snake, a potential food source that is ultimately released. Though not the most isolated person, he chooses to live alone to enjoy freedom without pressure, only occasionally visiting the village to trade necessities. He is deeply aware of protecting the wildlife around him. The first night, sleeping in a hammock, listening to the sounds of the ancient forest and the distant roar of a jaguar delivers an experience unlike any before. The morning begins with a river bath, enjoying coffee brewed from river water and wild meat that tastes like pork, marking one of the most extraordinary moments of a lifetime. Upon leaving the forest, a profound sense of respect remains. Amid a modern world full of conveniences, there are still people who choose to live in harmony with nature, accepting hardship in exchange for freedom and peace. Life on the edge of the wild is not for everyone. Mosquitoes, wild beasts, the daily search for food. These are things beyond the endurance of most modern humans. Yet the very existence of such people serves as a reminder of the primal bond between humanity and nature. The journey ends, but questions about ways of living, about the balance between civilization and wilderness remain echoing like the endless sounds of the ancient forest.